Russian infantry are attempting to advance on foot in the Sumy region, which lies in close proximity to the Russian border. Ukrainian army reconnaissance drones are detecting opposing infantry movements. The identified soldiers are currently being monitored and tracked. The Ukrainian Army's Pentagon Brigade is deploying with one-way attack drones. The first strike on opposing soldiers dispersed across the area commenced. Russian infantry began to retreat in a state of disarray. Meanwhile, reconnaissance units were transmitting real-time coordinates to supporting artillery systems. A direct strike was carried out on an opposing infantryman concealed in a wooded area. Russian soldiers are engaging Ukrainian forces from their positions. Shortly thereafter, they withdraw and attempt to take cover in a damaged building. An FPV one-way attack drone rapidly descended onto the building following the opposing infantry. A powerful detonation neutralized their position. Russian soldiers are attempting to advance by crawling through the area. However, the one-way attack drones continue their assault, actively targeting infantry in concealed positions. As a result of this coordinated operation by the brigade, the area was cleared of Russian forces. This is the city of Toretsk, located in Ukraine. It was once a vibrant place where families lived, people shopped at local markets, and many worked in the mines. But now, the city lies in ruins, following the arrival of Russian forces, leaving behind widespread devastation. Ukrainian reconnaissance drones identified a Russian unmanned aerial vehicle control center. Shortly thereafter, Ukrainian air forces launched a precise strike on the target. The munitions deployed by the air forces accurately impacted the location, resulting in the complete destruction of the control center. Thanks to the effective efforts of the reconnaissance units, the adversaries' attempts to conduct further drone operations have also been disrupted. The Ukrainian army targeted a Russian all-terrain vehicle, ATV, while it was in motion. The strike carried out by Ukrainian forces was captured on a Russian infantry helmet camera. The soldiers who survived the initial strike did not survive the second detonation. Footage shows that Ukrainian forces achieved a direct hit on the ATV vehicle. The enemy vehicle caught fire, and one of the Russian infantrymen sustained injuries. Following this successful operation by Ukrainian forces, the attempt by Russian soldiers to advance toward the Ukrainian front lines ended in failure. In the Donbass region, 2 Russian soldiers were seen attempting to transport ammunition using a wheelbarrow. An FPV drone operated by the Ukrainian armed forces was quickly deployed in response. Upon spotting the incoming drone, the soldiers immediately retreated from the area. The drone conducted a targeted strike on the ammunition-loaded wheelbarrow, resulting in a powerful explosion. The Ukrainian military unit Sicario successfully identified buildings being used by Russian forces. These locations, situated within the village, were reportedly serving as temporary staging areas for personnel movement and coordination. As the infantry approached the buildings, a powerful detonation occurred. Reconnaissance drones had relayed the enemy's coordinates to artillery units, which then conducted a precise strike. The targeted structures, previously used as positions by opposing forces, sustained heavy damage. A large cloud of dust now rises from the impacted area, indicating the intensity of the strike. Reconnaissance drones continue to monitor the location, ensuring accurate tracking of any remaining movement. Now, a loitering munition drone is approaching the pile of rubble. A focused strike follows, further intensifying the damage. Ukrainian forces appear resolute in their effort to fully dismantle the enemy's staging area. The intensity of the strike is so severe that fragments of the structure are seen flying into the air. The combined efforts of the artillery units and precision FPV drone operations have left no visible trace of the opposing forces. The area has been heavily damaged and is now engulfed in flames. It was a meticulously coordinated operation executed with high precision. Reconnaissance drones detect Russian soldiers moving without restriction on Ukrainian territory. One of the opposing soldiers appears to believe he is operating safely within familiar terrain. However, an FPV loitering drone is closing in on his position. The drone operator carefully guides the system toward the target. Just as the drone is about to strike, the soldier makes a sudden move. The FPV executes several rapid aerial maneuvers, disorienting the soldier. The infantryman immediately requests support via radio. The drone operator locks onto the target and initiates a rapid strike. Caught off guard, the soldier attempts to evade, but the drone delivers a decisive impact, effectively neutralizing the threat. A powerful detonation followed. The drone was equipped with high-impact munitions, designed for maximum effectiveness. This precise strike neutralized the opposing soldier in a single action. Ukrainian forces remain actively deployed in conflict zones, working continuously to ensure that no unauthorized presence remains on Ukrainian territory. The teams operate with constant vigilance and mobility. A soldier from a specialized unit known as Predator, operating under the Ukrainian police force, was engaged in clearing opposing positions. Movement was detected within a shelter. Ukrainian personnel first deployed a grenade into the narrow entrance of the structure, resulting in a significant blast. Familiar with the internal layout, the soldiers followed up with targeted fire at the entrance, aiming to fully secure the position and eliminate any remaining threat. Thick black smoke was observed rising from the shelter. Ukrainian soldiers proceeded with extreme caution, determined to ensure the area was fully secured. In the final stage, additional munitions were placed inside the shelter to guarantee the complete neutralization of any remaining threat. This approach left no possibility for opposing forces to remain concealed within the structure. Russian forces are rapidly advancing toward Ukrainian positions using armored vehicles. The roar of engines and the clatter of tracks echo through the area, signaling a growing threat with each passing second. Ukrainian soldiers remain in position, eyes locked on their drone monitors. They wait patiently, every detail prepared. The approaching convoy consists of 2 tanks, an armored personnel carrier, and an MTLB loaded with supplies. From a distance, the Russian tanks begin firing, their cannons releasing shells one after another. One of the tanks deploys a smokescreen in an attempt to obscure its position and evade detection. But Ukrainian drones see everything from above. The enemy is advancing. And then the moment comes. The Russian convoy is now very close. The first Javelin missile is launched, cutting through the sky with precision. It strikes the tank directly, halting the convoy in its tracks. In a moment of chaos, the crew abandons the damaged vehicle and rushes toward the MTLB for cover. But Ukrainian infantry are already preparing the second Javelin. Another missile is launched, a direct hit. A powerful explosion follows, shaking the battlefield. The battle is far from over. Ukrainian drones are launched into the sky. One drone releases a precision-guided munition directly onto the armored personnel carrier, and explosion follows. An FPV drone then dives into a nearby tank. The APC erupts into flames as its internal ammunition detonates in a chain reaction. Fire and smoke fill the sky. The remaining vehicles are swiftly targeted. A UAV drops an explosive device onto a fuel truck, igniting a powerful blast that triggers its smoke deployment system. The Russian convoy has now been completely neutralized. A Russian artillery tractor was identified by reconnaissance drones. It had reportedly halted in an attempt to conceal the accompanying artillery system. At that moment, a Ukrainian FPV drone approached the opposing vehicle. The initial impact occurred near the tractor's engine compartment, resulting in a powerful detonation. A second FPV drone then targeted the artillery system directly. It approached with precision and made contact near the barrel. Following this strike, small flames began to appear on the vehicle and its surrounding equipment. Ukrainian forces then deployed a third loitering munition drone in a steep descent from above. The operator executed a focused strike on the hull of the opposing vehicle, causing significant additional damage. Shortly afterward, the Nembai, identified as the enemy's tow truck artillery vehicle, caught fire, with large flames engulfing it following the explosion. Thick smoke gradually enveloped the target, reducing it to smoldering wreckage. Observation drones monitored the entire destruction sequence in real time. The timely identification of the system by Ukrainian forces also helped prevent potential hostile actions. F-7 type drones were employed in this operation. These FPV drones are specially modified first-person view loitering munitions used by Ukraine on the battlefield. Known for their high maneuverability, they are particularly effective against mobile targets.